What is up, guys? It is Garrison here with another video, and today I'm going to be talking about how to get the best cinematic quality out of your drone. Now, the drone that I have is here, a DJI Mavic Pro. I've had this for a few months now, and I absolutely love it. It's really portable, and the quality that you can get out of this is absolutely insane. These tips and tricks are really for any other DJI drone out there. So the first thing that I want to talk about is ND filters. That was supposed to be a lot cooler. So if you don't know, ND filters are basically little sunglasses for your drone. You may already know this, but specifically with the Mavic Pro, the aperture is at an f-stop of 2.8, which means you can't go higher, you can't go lower. The only way you can really adjust the exposure is with the ISO and the shutter speed. And as you may already know, ISO is basically just artificial light. So you always want to keep that as low as possible. And if you crank that up, you're going to start seeing noise and grain in your footage, and that's just not always good. As far as your shutter speed goes, you always want to keep that double your frame rate. So I always shoot at 4K 24 frames per second. Double 24 is 48. The closest thing that the Mavic has is a shutter speed of 50. So that's what I always expose to. So in some scenarios, if you have a frame rate of 24 frames, a shutter speed of 50, and let's just say an ISO of 100, that's still gonna be really overexposed. And that's where the ND filters come in. I have a pack of a few different ND filters, which are ND4, 8, 16, and 32. I just bought mine at Best Buy, and you can also order them online as well. So the next thing I want to talk about is actually your camera settings and your picture profile. So we'll go ahead and just jump into the app, and right here, right below the record button, we'll go ahead and hit the settings. We're under the camera tab right now. At the very bottom, you'll see color, and I have here the Decinelike. That's the one that I usually use. It just gives you really kind of just a standard normal picture profile, and I just really like that. To be honest, I really haven't used the other picture profiles because everything else you can pretty much just do in post. So next we're gonna go ahead and go with style. I have it under a custom style right here where I have a sharpness of +1, contrast to 0, and saturation of 0. I just like that the best. It just works for me. You may want to just play around and see what works best for you. So we'll go back. We're working from bottom to top here. That's just how messy I am. White balance, I have it at I usually just set a custom, so it really just depends when and where you're shooting. If you want kind of a warmer color, a colder color, that's really just preference. We'll go with the NTSC because we're here in the United States. Video format is MOV. I just like the MOV format better. I just feel like it's a lot more cleaner, a lot sharper, and I just think it's an overall better quality. And of course there is video size, which really just depends on what you want to shoot, whether it's 1080, 2K, or 4K. The next thing that's really important to me, I was so happy when I figured this out, is part of the gimbal settings. So we're gonna go here to the very top corner of the advanced settings. We're gonna hit the gimbal settings. We're gonna go to advanced, and we're gonna change the gimbal pitch speed to 8. That really just makes the gimbal a lot smoother when you're flying. It just has a really nice cinematic look to it when you're flying and the gimbal either moves down or moves up. It just really slow and steady. And that's also with the gimbal pitch smoothness as well. I have that as 21. You really just want to play around with that and see what your preference may be for that. Alright guys, that's all that I have for right now. I'm wanting to make more videos about my drone and other camera gear that I have. So make sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss an upload, and I'll see you next time.